Hey everybody, this is Matthew from Nerd News Today here at Toy Fair 2026. I'm in the Mattel booth. We're checking out all the new WWE figures. We're going to start with our main event series over here. These are their basic versions of the figures. A lot of familiar faces here that we've seen previously in figure form, but I believe this is the first time we've seen a lot of these basics here in person. So I'm just going to do a quick breeze through some of these guys, and we'll spend a little more time with them each momentarily, so you guys can see who is on display here. So I believe this is main event series 166. Might be a mix of a few other guys as well. In addition to that, but let's go ahead and just start digging into the details. We got Seth Rollins over here. Cody Rhodes in some warm-up gear with a hoodie. We've got a Toronto Maple Leaf style Trish Stratus. There's Dirty Dom hanging out up here in the packaging, along with Razor Ramon, new red outfit Razor Ramon. Over here we got ourselves a blue Penta. Penta's going to be getting a lot of figures, I feel like, over the next few years, and they're going to be all amazing. Definitely grab them when you can. I think a lot of people are going to start buying basics because of him. We got our OTC Roman Reigns. Right behind him, we've got a heel Cena. This is him in his Farewell Tour UK outfit. Evil John Cena. Let's get a close-up of that figure. The head sculpts on the basics are really what's great about them. A lot of people buy these basics just to swap them out for different heads, and it's easy to see why people will do that. We have a new basic Becky Lynch, and then there's a Drew McIntyre, and right behind that we've got ourselves a Shamo. Over here we've got ourselves the WWE Slambulance. This is I believe a repaint of the previous Slambulance that came out maybe 2 years ago. I ended up not getting it, I kind of missed out on it. It's still available, but either way, this is kind of a red version of it instead. Looks like it's got all the same accoutrement of the previous Slambulance release, which is a lot of breakaway parts. This back door here can open, those doors work. There's a breakaway section on the roof, breakaway chunk right in the middle, as well as doors on the side. Got some crutches for accessories too. The doors on the sides will pop off. I think the tires might come off as well, if I recall correctly. The hood pops off as well. There are lights, but the lights don't actually light up, so don't get too excited about that. There's a peek at the inside. And then piece de resistance is that license plate, injury 911, no contest. Yeah, I think the vehicles that Mattel does are really great. They're priced really well. I think this was like $44, $45 maybe, I think, around that price point. Add a lot of value to a wrestling figure collection. Definitely worth picking up. Let's take a look at some of the WWE Superstars. These are the LJN style figures. Starting with two of the new ones. This is Jesse the Body Ventura in his announcer outfit. First time in the Superstars line, as well as Stone Cold. His first figure in the Superstars line. I bet we're going to get a lot more Austins after this one here. It's that classic Austin knee brace, which will help you figure out what year this Austin is from. Then we got a few of the retro reissues, let's call them. This is the Ultimate Warrior, which I think is basically just the old mold, just brought back to life. Same paint app for the most part. I think actually the boots might be different. I think the boots are detailed. I don't think the original release were painted like that, but don't quote me because I didn't really collect these as a kid. And then right behind him, another classic, King Kong Bundy. And then right here, we've got the Street Fighter figures. I'm actually super excited for these here. We've got John Cena as Guile. I love the comb accessory. Now, Cody will be playing Guile in the movie, but yeah, Mattel ain't making those. That's Hasbro if you want to get those figures, and those are not anywhere out to being revealed yet. Here's our Bianca Belair as Cammy. I really enjoy the knee pads here. It's a lot of personality in these figures. We also have a lot of accessories for everybody here. Most of them will have energy effects, it seems like. And over here, we've got Dirty Dom as, surprise, surprise, as Ken. Why he's Dirty Dom as Ken, you'll see momentarily. But look at that, he's doing the dragon uppercut. I love the head sculpt on him. Dirty Dom is like just such a toyetic looking guy. Right here, we've got some of Sagat's accessories with Dave Bautista as Sagat. Check out that. That's surprisingly perfect casting with that figure. Right above that, I think another perfect casting, Blanca as the Ultimate Warrior. I can't think of anybody else who's as crazy as this, and that just works so well. Followed by E Honda Yokozuna. Love that. And we do have a look at some of the packaging as well. Here's The Rock as the final boss in this arcade cabinet style box. Unfortunately, his glasses came off in there. And then we've got Rey Mysterio as Ryu. So we got father-son doing the Ken Ryu thing, which is not quite how Ken Ryu work, but still, we'll take it. Let's take a look at some Elites and some Ultimate Editions. This is Series 126. Let's start with this red Penta. We just saw blue basic Penta, but now I've got the red version over here. God, I'm going to be buying so many Pentas. Oh, man. I don't regret it, though. Roxanne Perez. I think this might be her first, I want to say it's her first Elite Edition. I'm pretty sure she's had basics before. This isn't the first time in the line for her, so yeah, I think this is the first Elite. Right below that, another OTC. Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief. Classic Roman outfit. You already know what it looks like. I don't need to go that crazy about it. But here is a brand new one here. Try and get down there. This is a weird setup. We got El Grande Americano Original. This is the original Chad Gable Grande Americano. And this is going to be a hot figure. I guarantee this is going to be a figure that sells out very, very quickly. And then right around the corner, we'll come to the front here. We've got Big Jim Uso. Big Jimmy in white. A little tricky to shoot here, just again, because there's a lot of glare. Weird lighting in the booth this year. First time in the line, period. Javon Evans. He's getting his very first Mattel figure. First time in line here in 126. And then over here, kind of shrouded in darkness to a degree, we got some new Ultimate Editions, starting with Ultimate Jake the Snake Roberts. This is not his first Ultimate. He had a Coliseum Edition before and a few other things. But some new accessories. This snake is going to have a nice wire effect to it, so you can pose it and wrap it around your enemies, or Jake's enemies, or Jake's opponents. A few head sculpts, snake bag, a few other things here. We got ourselves Stone Cold Steve Austin. But one of the cool things about this figure is that we have the Smoking Skull Belt. This is not the first time we're getting it, but it's one of the rare chances we're getting it, because previously this was with the Defining Moments Austin. Now we're getting it in a SummerSlam 99 Mankind, and again here in this Ultimate Edition, so excited to have that. And last but not least, Jacob Fatu Ultimate Edition. This is his first time public release. The previous Ultimate Edition was, I call it a closed release, public release, but first one was in the authentic scale ring, the SmackDown ring, and this is now him joining the mainline Ultimate Edition. So that's our Ultimates and our Elites. Let's wrap up here with some more Elites. We've got Elite Series 124. This is Demolition Crush. First time we've gotten this in the Mattel lineup. And right below that is, again, another first time. We got Julia. I think the women have some of the best outfits as far as the wrestlers go, but there is Julia in her outfit looking amazing. She's going to have a few different hands here as well. And next to that, Coco Beware, another first timer, I believe, in the Mattel lineup. This is him, the Birdman. He's got Frankie the Bird with him as well. He's got his stick to hold Frankie. Great outfit. I'm hoping this means we're going to get a high energy version of him as well, but we'll find out soon enough. And then, of course, another classic Cody Rhodes. Can't ever have too many Codys. But finally in the back, the one where I think we're all waiting to see, Stephanie Vaquer. This is her first Elite version. This is going to probably be, I think, one of the contenders for Figure of the Year in 2026. Gorgeous looking figure, a lot of great accessories. You're going to absolutely want to get this figure. But chances are it's going to be a little hard to find, so keep your eyes open for that. That is Elite 126. Let's pop back down, wrap up with some Ultimates. Starting with the Dirty Dom Mysterio. This one came out fairly recently. We got some entrance gear with him as well. Followed by Chelsea Green. This is going to be a real excellent figure from Ultimate 31, I believe that is. She's going to have a few different heads. Very excited for that. This one, though, is I think the one a lot of people are very excited for. This is Ultimate Edition 30 Hulk Hogan. The first time ever, he's going to have a tearaway plastic shirt that is molded in this look here. So it's going to always be able to maintain its shape for easier posing. He's also got the new Winged Eagle belt, which is a new design for the medallions. You guys can see the new look for that right there. And then, of course, the classic mustard yellow boots. We've got some accessories, additional heads, hands, Hulk Rules tank top. We got ourselves in Randy Orton over here. This is a more modern style Randy Orton. Fabric removable outfit. Wonderful head sculpt here. I believe he's got some logo design stuff on the back as well. See if we can get any of the shots of that. And then heel turn John Cena. Can't see him, but he's right there, so clearly we can. Some great heel faces on that, and then wrapping up our look at the Ultimate Editions here. Ultimate Edition 30 Rhea Ripley. This is War Games Rhea Ripley. Got a few different heads. We have the removable mask from when she broke her nose. The entrance gear as well with some soft goods. And there's the Rhea, just so many cool tattoos, deco, the whole lot. This is a great figure. If you're not collecting the female wrestling figures, you're really missing out. You absolutely should. And that is our look at all of WWE's offerings here at Mattel's Toy Fair 2026 event. So thanks for watching. Stick around for more from Mattel and other exhibitors coming up on this channel very soon.